hat goes off to you, man, to be such a versatile rider. But hopefully we see more of you on tour. But
Definitely, man.
look, mate, but look, the heat started and we're off and riding. We have Dave Hubbard spinning into the first wave of round 4, the man-on-man. And look, he's got a good size, good speed. Can he hit the section here? Wow, if he can ride out of that, he'll be
Whoa.
very stoked. Talk us through it. Wes, it doesn't look like he made it.
Oh man, Dave would be so bummed. I just seen him just before the heat, and he was just looking like he was just on fire. He was so stoked to make the cutoff. I mean, he was 16th, and I just saw Jeff go up to him and just say, "Hey, bud, you're in, and just get ready and focus." And I just gave Dave basically a thumbs up and
Here's the
told him to try
replay.
his
Talk us
best.
through this wave as you see him.
Yeah, start off with a spin there. Hard trimming conditions aren't easy out there, man. And just looking for a section, and obviously he needs to blow up. Going for a backflip,
Yep.
and then just getting caught in the trough, basically. Unfortunately, not making it.
You've seen a lot of that, haven't you? You've seen people going for those big moves, but it's very hard in that section. It's only shallow. There's a lot of moving water. There's a lot of wind. It's hard to execute them, isn't it?
It's not easy out there at all, Greg. It's super, super tough. I've been asking some of the guys how it was, how this wave is compared to Fronton last year, and they say it's close enough with the wind factor and everything, and you just got to be able to select the right waves and yeah, just go for it. If you get a good section, don't hold back at all because no one else is going to be doing it.
Yeah, well, that's right. And so once you get down to these final 16, you can't hold back. But here's the current world champion, the home favourite, Amaury Lavernhe, throws a nice move. Can he bank a roll as well? If he can roll out of this will be a very strong start for him. And yes, he does. And you can hear the local crowd. He's a superstar here, isn't he, Wes? He's everywhere.
He is absolutely everywhere. You cannot believe. I was going into some of the most remote, like little cafeterias and places, and there were just pictures of Amaury on the poster, just everywhere. It was amazing for me, to be honest, to be
Yeah.
have bodyboarders regarded so high.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. I said, look, he's been on billboards, he's on the side of cars. I went to a government function there, and he was there schmoozing the local government officials, and the media's been all over him. So we're waiting for the scores to drop on Amaury's last wave, but
Yeah.
look, it was cleanly executed. I'd be expected it'd be a good start. Can you talk us through the last wave?
Yeah, obviously he's setting up. He knows that first section so well because this is local. Going for a good, decent backflip, turning around fast enough, and able to get in a nice, good, clean roll off the end section. And I mean, everyone's expecting Amaury to do well in this event.
Yeah, as I said, he'd have to be the event favourite. He's so driven. And those scores are just dropping now, Wes, and looks like a 6.0 for that first wave. That's a solid first wave, isn't it?
Yeah, that's super, super solid. I was actually before one of my heats, I was asking Amaury, "Hey, bud, can you give me any advice or any place where to sit?" And he was just like, "Sorry, bud, I can't do that, man. I got all my secrets." And that just shows how determined he is to win this heat and how determined he is to win this event, to be honest.
Yeah, look, he's a super competitive guy at the best of times, and he's got a bit of a reputation on tour for being one of the most competitive guys on tour. He just doesn't let anything get in his way of an event result. And look, you got to respect him for that. But yeah, on his home turf, he's not going to give away an inch, is he?
Definitely, man. I'm sure anyone else would do the same if this was their home turf.
Yeah.
And it was a good sign. Like, I really appreciated his level of intensity towards the event. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I actually see it as a good thing.
Yeah, no,
And
for sure.
obviously it's just going to make the sport get bigger and more competitive, to be honest.
Well, as you say, it's what we've seen with the tour and the level of professionalism. It really is going to that next level. It was only the last cup of, yeah, like you're talking to next level surfing. He was the only guy to get a 10 so far in this competition. He did a big air reverse in round 2. Talk us through this one, Wes. Look at this.
Man, when we saw this wave coming, I was with all the boys and no one expected, and then the section came up for him. Obviously, good bottom turn. Probably the most air of the event for sure.
Wow.
Super, super clean. Landing facing the beach in front of the whitewater. I mean, that's a 10 in anyone's book, to be honest.
Yeah, and look, amazing
sure.
surfing, and so that's the level that bodyboarding's gotten to now. And there's a couple of other replays of the waves yesterday. The local man in the hat, he's been turning some heads, hasn't he? It's
Definitely.
many bodyboarders in South Africa wear hats, Wes?
I can't think of any offhand besides Alistair Taylor, who wore Gath helmet for many, many years, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a legend. And whereabouts are you from, Wes? Can you talk us through? I understand you've travelled the world quite a lot, but you're obviously born in South Africa.
I actually grew up at a place called North Beach. I mean, it's my home break. It's been my home break for, she's 15 years. I've born and bred there. And some of the best bodyboarders in the country have all come from North Beach. If I can name a few, Andre, Philip Rodriguez, geez, back in the GOB days. Alistair was born at North Beach.
Wow.
The Cockwells. There's just so many to remember, and they are just, I'm just a product of what they put inside of me, to be honest.
Yeah, look, the IBA is always looking for new destinations on tour, and probably one of the highest on our hit list is South Africa. And been talking to a couple of the South Africans here, and that's the location that's come up as the potential world tour location in South Africa. What would it mean to you if the world tour came to North Beach?
Oh man, it would mean the world, to be honest. Yeah, it would mean the world. Like, so many people from back home have thought about, tried to plan a world tour event there for so many years, and when it, I'm sure it will come together. When it does, like, it'll be very, very special. I think a lot of South Africans will appreciate it. People will fly from all over South Africa to come and watch, and just to be surrounded by all the bigwigs, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. And look, I don't, it's not just a pipe dream. It said we actually have plans in action to do that. And as I said, it's, taking a step back, the amount of talent coming out of South Africa at the moment, and there's some great media. You got the guys from 60/40 out here.
Yeah.
But we see the quality of the riders continually coming out of South Africa. It almost feels the obligation of the IBA to go and explore that a little bit further and take it to their home turf. But can you talk about that level of talent you see coming through, the next generation of riders? We've seen Jared Houston sort of shock the world with in the last 2 years. Seemed to come from nowhere, but now he's consistently a top 10 rider. And can you talk about that unearthing of talent?
Definitely. It's always been, obviously, as I'm sure most of the bodyboarding world know, it's been hard for South Africans to get on the tour just because our currency is just so weak, and we're almost in a very remote place, to be honest. And with Jerry's always been like lurking underground, and he's always been pushing his surfing when he was younger, and I've always seen that, to be honest. And I think it was just a matter of time for him to just blow up, and obviously he blew up at the right time, and he just seems to be going from level to level to level. And Mark McCarthy's been on there for a while now, and he's finding his rhythm. He's almost there, and he just wants to, like, he's super, 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 super hungry, and he just wants to just win.
Yeah, he's current world number 3. Unfortunately, he didn't get through to the round of 16 here, and he would be disappointed with that if he had a chance to catch up with Mark.
Yeah, I spoke to him. I mean, I was in the heat after him, and obviously it was the point that his folks flew out from South Africa to come and watch him, and I mean, he's been training super hard at home, just training and training and training, just trying to focus on the task at hand. He's not sure to come second, and unfortunately, he did.
Yeah, no, look, very, very unfortunate. But on the other hand, the other South African, Jared's through, and so I guess mixed fortunes.
Yeah.
But as long as we've got one of the brews there, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's a slow start to the heat. But look like Dave Hubbard's paddling into one. Talk us through this one, will you, Wes? Where'd he go? Oh, he's in there.
Fighting his way out. Unfortunately, he's just getting clipped. Like we can see, it's difficult to choose the right ones, and hopefully Dave and Moz can put on a good show for us and try get some good waves and make it exciting for the crowd on the beach and for all the webcasters.
For sure. Look, there's been 9 minutes gone in this heat. Amaury Laverne's just got the one wave. It looks like he's paddling into this one, and he's got a nice one. Can you talk us through this one?
Yeah, Moz is up, expecting something big, always from this guy, man. This guy's amazing. Just never seems to disappoint, and I'm glad Amaury's not holding back anything, to be honest. He's here to win.
Well, here's the replay. Look, he gets under there. Good, powerful bottom man turn. Finds the lip at the perfect time, and he flips his way on that. And look, he rode out nicely, and then it's back onto the open face. The judges will like that. The local crowd like that.
Yeah.
And look, I think he's currently in first position. Still 15 minutes to go. First score was a 6. We're still waiting for the scores to drop on that second wave, but it's going to be at least as strong as that again, and he's going to be in a powerful position. But as we've spoken about, Dave Hubb, such an unpredictable surfer, and I don't think there's any time during your heat, if you've got Dave Hubb in your heat, that you can relax.
Oh, definitely not, man. A good example would be one of Dave Hubb's second heat yesterday. Oh, Amaury getting a 6.9.
Wow, good stuff.
Awesome, man. That's a good thing. It's a good score for him. Sorry, I was speaking about Dave Hubb's second heat yesterday. He was coming fourth, to be honest, and he had one good left-hander, and then probably the most memorable hit wave was the one right-hander he had yesterday, and he went straight from fourth to first and ended up winning the heat. He had a good air on the right and full body, and it was amazing. Like, so definitely Dave Hubb is one of the most unpredictable riders on tour for sure.
Yeah, no, he can pull it out of the bag for sure, and great character as well. And he's one of those guys that gets on so well. Everyone gets on so well with. But the story is, look, we're in 11 minutes into the round of 16. Amaury Lavernhe, the local favourite, probably the event favourite, he's skipped out to a solid lead. He's had a 6.0 and a 6.9 for his first two scores. And Dave Hubb, unfortunately hasn't found his rhythm yet. He's got a combined score of 5 from two waves, so 3.0 and a 2.0. He needs a 9.9 to jump ahead of Amaury Lavernhe, so he probably needs two good scoring waves. It's going to be tough to get a 10 out here, so maybe, but he's got 14 minutes to go. Where's it can still happen?
Definitely, most certainly, man. I would never, ever rule out anyone in the top 16 now. I think everyone in the top 16, as they've shown in these conditions, have the potential to pull anything out the bag. And Dave's most certainly one of the top guys on that list.
For sure. And have you I guess you haven't had a lot of time to explore the islanders yet, but have you surfed any other breaks around the island beyond the contest site?
Yes, I surfed one of the local reef breaks called Turtles. Oh man, we're surfing with Amaury, Pierre, Charlie Chaplet, Johan Florentine. These locals were amazing out there. It was an incredible warpy left-hander wave. It had two big bowly sections with the big end rock, and these guys were just honestly amazing.
Yeah, look, I was fortunate. I think that was the same day when we had the lay day. I snuck up to St. Lou and surfed that break there. And a friend of mine, Andrew Lester, he told me if the event was at St. Lou, he would have paid his own ticket just to come and watch it, let alone compete in it. And it was one of his favourite waves in the world. And now I understand why. We had sort of 6 foot long wall in lefts, and it was one of the more memorable sessions. And but at the moment, we've got Dave Hubb up and riding. He busted a couple of rolls there, but the wave just didn't present the opportunities he probably needed. He's only looking to replace the 2.0 as his second scoring wave, so I'd say he's going to do that, and he'll close the gap on Amaury Lavernhe. But can you talk us through the replay, Wes?
Dave, obviously looking for a good section, man. Unfortunately, not getting up to the lip as quick as what he wanted to. Getting in the first roll, and looking for another section, definitely. The second roll was maybe a tiny bit better, and I think that's, 5.2 it is. That's his highest score of the heat, and I mean, it slowly starts to build his confidence and get him more into rhythm with what the waves want to do and how he wants to do in the heat.
For sure. Look, I said 12 minutes to go in the heat. He needs a 7.7 now to jump into first place. That's a little bit more attainable now. Like, as you said, we've spoken about Dave Hubbard can pull an 8 out of the bag at any time. So Amaury Lavernhe, he wouldn't quite be as relaxed as he was 2 minutes ago, and he's just going to have to hopefully better his second scoring wave of a 6.0 to give him a little bit of breathing room.
Definitely.
And but back to St. Lou. I said we fortunate enough to sneak up there and on the lay day, and Ryan Hardy was out in the water and he had his stopwatch on. One of the lefts came through. He decided to time it. 1:14 was the length of the ride.
Unreal.
Like three different sections, and said it's a long walling left, and it was just one of those classic sessions because you had guys like Ryan Hardy, Jake Stone, Ben Player, GT Guillermo Tamega was out there, and just the level of riding was amazing. And just to see these guys out of the contest zone in the free surfing, just doing what they do best, it was something special. And but if you'd have to recommend to all your friends, you'd have to come and visit Reunion Island, wouldn't you?
For sure, man. I mean, especially for South Africans, and especially for South Africans, to be honest, because it's just such a close flight. It's like a local flight in Oz or a local US flight. It's just so close for us. 4 hours from Johannesburg. I mean, it's unreal. And the beauty of this place is amazing. It's so untouched and so well looked after.
For sure. And look, I guess we always hear stories of how tough it is sometimes for the South Africans to travel. You had a bit of a an issue yourself. You and Mark McCarthy tried to get over here early, and I understand the had some visa problems. What happened there?
Oh man, this is a crazy thing. But basically, I flew up to Johannesburg about, I can't even remember the date, but I flew up on Thursday, last week Thursday, or 2 weeks ago Thursday to be honest, and I basically walked up to the boarding gate, said I'm out to fly to Reunion, and they basically denied me. I had the wrong.
Oh, sorry,
there
hold
we
the
go.
phone there, Wes. We've got
Dave
Dave Hubbard
Hubbard.
sneaking under one. He got under the barrel there, and bang, he throws a big flip, and he's going to ride
Good
out of
little
that.
backflip.
That's going to change. Look, he's claimed it.
Yeah.
That's going to really. I don't know if it's a 7.7, but it's
Yeah.
going to better his 3.0.
For sure.
Might even better his 5.2. He's already got on the board, and if that's the case, Amaury Laverne's got to be careful. Here's the replay.
Yeah. Dave's obviously looking for something big here, man. He knows he needs it. Going up towards the lip. Good, nice backflip. Getting his legs in there, kind of getting caught a little bit, but you know he's going to come out. He needs to come out.
And look, he makes sure the judges
Yeah.
can see he comes
Yeah.
out. He gave a good claim there. But, yeah, look, he's trying to better a 3.0, which is going to happen, but he probably wants to better his 5.2, and so he
Yeah.
can make it. And he has. The
There you
score's
go.
dropped, 5.6.
Yeah.
He now needs 7.3 to jump into first position. And, again, he's very capable. So Amaury Laverne, got to be careful. Like the local crowd will be chewing their nails at the moment. But, sorry, Wes, back to, you tried to fly in and got to the airport.
Yeah, basically I got to Johannesburg International, wanted to board my flight. They said we had the wrong Schengen visa, unfortunately. We had one which only allows us into Europe. So the lady said you're going to have to get some special visa for Reunion called a Dom-Tom or something. And I rang up all the boys, rang up Mark McCarthy, Mark rang up Jared. We were all in the exact same situation. And we got everything together by the Friday, submitted all of our necessary visa forms, and we were all on the same flight the following Thursday.
Yeah, no, close call for sure. And yeah, the IBA got contacted, needed to provide some references
For
to get
sure.
you boys there, and it must be tough. But yeah, and then it's just the extra stress you don't need, I guess. Don't you? You just want to be able to relax a little bit and get here, and you wanted to tune yourself into the waves and the location, and unfortunately you had to change your plans. But yeah, you're still here experiencing it, so it's a good thing.
For sure, man. It definitely made myself and Mark stronger. Like, I was super, super depressed after that happened, and Mark was just like, no, don't worry about it, Wes. We'll get the visa. We'll get through. We literally picked up our visas 3 hours before we were supposed to fly on the Thursday. So
Wow.
it all worked out amazing.
That's interesting. Hey, look, we've got 7 minutes to go here, and Amaury Laverne, he's been leading from the outset. He's got a score of 12.9. It's probably not enough breathing room that he wants. Dave Hubbard's in second. He's building with each score, and he needs a 7.3. And if he can do that, it'll be a huge upset. So, everyone's watching. But just while there's a little gap in the waves, where's the exciting thing, the IBA has just launched the function where you've got full heat replays on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I guess you'll be able to go back after this event and rewatch your heats and maybe work out what you could have done better. Hopefully you don't have to watch it too many times. But yeah, youtube.com/IBA World Tour. But it's an amazing development, and I'm sure you'll be looking forward to sitting and watching the heat again yourself.
Definitely, man. I'm always a person who wants to learn from my mistakes, and especially, I don't come here to do badly, and when I know I've done badly, I want to be able to learn from it and better myself for the next event, and that I think is amazing. I think that's a definite forward development for the sport as a whole and for the tour.
Yeah, for sure. And look, and as you know, again with the different time zones, you can't always stay up all night to watch the webcast, and we all have our favourite riders we want to watch, and then you see some classic heats go down that you just want to watch again. And now, with this new functionality, within 2 to 3 hours after the event or that day's action's finished, you can tune in and watch it all again and just select the heats that you want to watch. And now we're already the action from yesterday's up, and people, once today's action's finished, can hop on there and see, rewatch their favourite points. And one of the points for me you might want to watch is there was that amazing heat. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was in round 2 yesterday, where Jeff Hubbard got a score of 14.05 and came fourth.
I saw that heat.
Sergio Alonso just flying all over the place.
Magno.
Manuel and
you won.
Florentine. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, that
Oh,
that was the best heat for sure, man. It was just such an incredible heat. Just kept on changing, and I mean, you don't expect to come fourth with a 14th, especially with those conditions. And everyone just absolutely blew up in that heat, and it was just so exciting to watch, and more exciting for the local reunion crowd to watch. The guys were loving it on the beach. There was tons of cheers, tons of excitement on the land, and obviously that was motivating the riders to do better.
yeah, for sure. And look, there's been a lot of talk and I guess focus on the shark situation here. I guess South Africa's got a bit of a reputation of being pretty sharky waters as well. Is it something that was in your mind when you're out in the water, or you're pretty relaxed with that part of things?
Oh no, I wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty normal compared to back home, to be honest. I don't think it's that much of a difference. But here we have Amaury looking,
Had a look.
deciding not to go.
Dave will take it.
Yeah, that's Dave. That's Dave up.
Oh.
Unfortunately, just getting nipped, man. Just struggling to get the right waves right now. Just trying to find his own rhythm, to be honest. And with 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes remaining,
Oh,
here we
Amaury
go.
Lavernhe's up and
Amaury's
running.
up.
He's found the barrel. He knows his wave
Yeah.
so well. He's found another
Oh.
barrel. Can he roll out of that?
Oh, that's
Listen
hard,
to the
man.
crowd. That is something special.
Yeah, that
Hopefully we
was
get a
very
replay of
special.
that, Wes. But I'd go as far to say that might have booked himself a position in the final 8. But Dave
sure.
Hubbard straight away.
Yeah, we have Dave up, looking for it as well, man.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
just battling with the wave and actually understanding how it works, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the scores. Here's the replay of Maury's. Talk
Yeah,
us through this
that's
one.
Mars, obviously local at this place. Nice and under that lip again, coming out again under it, coming through the section. You know he's gonna come out. He just knows this wave so well, and then obviously looking for end maneuver, because that just, I mean, it shows you know what you're doing out there, and it shows the judges that, yeah, I mean business. And with the score like 8.95 in those conditions, he's going to be a hard man to beat in this event, to be honest.
Oh, wow, we spoke about that. 8.95. I think that might be the second highest score. He's now got the first and second highest score of this event.
Yeah.
Really stamping his authority, using his local knowledge. Dave Hubbard's the place you don't want to be, and that's Combination Town. And it's 2 minutes 40 to go. He needs 2 scoring waves to at least compete. But I think Amaury Lavernhe's booked himself a place into, or you can never say never, but
Yeah.
gee, it's tough for Dave from here.
Jeez, man. You got to be really, you got to be mentally strong, to be honest. That's when it comes down to it. And you just got to wait out there, and hopefully the right one comes through. And I think, thinking of a situation like this, it reminds me of Jeff Hubbard in Hawaii at the beginning of the year. And Jeff, I mean, everyone, I was on the beach going, nah. And Jeff is one of the guys that just has a strong mind, and he made it happen and won the contest. Came out of nowhere and got those 2 smoking waves at the end.
Yeah, poor Tom Rigby, he was so close. And
There we
but
go.
Dave Hubbard having a look at that one, but he lets it go. But yeah, look, and it is a mental game. It's Amaury Lavernhe, a lot of pressure on him here. The whole country's watching him.
Yeah.
The whole world's watching him. There's so much
Yeah.
expectation. But he's been so patient in his heat. He's only caught the 3 waves, and
Yeah.
every wave's counted. And he saved the best for last. And he knew what he was looking for. He waited for that wave to come, used his priority to perfection.
Yeah.
And look, an 8.95 in the round of 16, he'll just be so stoked with that. And so, a lot of people, I've had a lot of people asking, Wes, that where is Reunion Island? And a lot of people, when I say, oh, it's off the coast of South Africa, and they said, you sure? And so, if you talk us through, here's a map here, but you might, being
Yeah.
from the African region, talk us through exactly where it is.
So basically, right next to South Africa, we have a little island called Madagascar, and we have a little island next to Madagascar called Mauritius. Next to Mauritius is, as you can see, Reunion right over there, and I mean it's super close. I mean it's part of IBA Africa, and it wouldn't be part of any other continent, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's such an amazing
Yeah.
place, and it's a French colony, and it was only 1642 that it was first inhabited. So, what were you South Africans doing? You should have got over there and claimed this puppy.
Oh man, we were too busy trying to sort out our own country, to be honest.
No, for sure. But look, there's still some sets rolling in here. We've got 25 seconds remain. Dave Hubbard's got a wave while we're looking at that graphic, and hopefully we've got a replay of that to see what Dave was in Combo Town. So let's see what he got. But
That's Dave bottom turning, looking for something special. Unfortunately, the wave not providing anything for him, but he's just trying to make the most of it, to be honest. And sheesh, man, it's an ugly place to be, and that's the end of the heat right there. So
that's
local
all she
favourite
wrote.
going through.
Yeah, look, deservedly so. Look, Dave surfed very well, but to be fair, Amaury owned that heat from start to finish, and he's through to the final 8, and there'd be a massive weight off his shoulders.
Yeah.
And so look there with it, an 8.95, which was that double barrel.
Yeah.
And finishing out with a roll. The locals will be stoked. Amaury will be stoked, and look, to be honest, I think everybody's stoked. It's such a unique opportunity to win a World Tour event in your hometown, and he's still alive.
For sure.
Hi, thanks guys. I'm down here with Amaury Lavernhe, the winner of the first man-on-man heat of the day. Congratulations, Amaury. Like fine wine, you get better as the heat progressed. How was that last wave of yours?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that last wave, just small double barrel and roll out. It was pretty tough out there with the wind, and I think the wave selection was the main thing to focus on for this heat. So I was really waiting for them good ones and forget the rolls. I was like, okay, I have to do some IRSs because Dave used to surf pretty good the last few heats, so he could surprise you. I'm a bit dumb to have him in the first heat. Like he told me at the beginning of the heat, he was like, oh, I would love, that will be the final. But anyway, that was my main goal, to be top 5. So now I made my goal, so now it's just bonus.
Well, congratulations, Maury, and look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals.
Thanks so much.
Anything you'd like to say to Reunion?
Yeah, merci à tous pour l'encouragement, et puis on a essayé de faire péter.